Test, 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 test. Let's keep it right here. Okay. Let's see what we're working with there. Inside this weekly fair value gap, ES already moving through it. Check the daily here. Could still see this happening. Took out this buy side. The next buy side we have, I think, is much higher. 600s. And we got a nice retrace to the daily FEG here. Really just pushing here. Should be higher. Okay. Yeah, 4-hour retrace. We took out this internal lows, and now AM just really pushing it higher. Very, very bullish on the day. Nothing else saying otherwise. We're gonna close on this hourly, create a large gap. Today's Thursday, we have Friday left. This weekly is really just pushing here. I think we can really get a nice closure above 600s, the midpoint here. For more price action, looking for higher, we want to see just basically a retracement back down if we want to continue higher. Is leaving no wicks on this latest 15-minute candle too. Set pump there. Almost at 15K subs. That's what's up. How can we differ between a reversal and a retracement on the higher time frame? You want to see, if you want to see a good reversal, you want to see a nice closure on the higher time frame. So if we're really trying to see an actual flip, something in the hourly or the 4-hour, I think the 4-hour bare minimum, if we get a respecting of bearish Peter A, and then we can violate like a fair value gap order block somewhere on the 4-hour or daily. Let's say we get closure under here, 126 here, we can really push for lower. But we've been respecting on most time frames. You just zoom out a little bit. After this sweep here, we get this breaker, respect, fair value gap, retrace, move higher, fair value gap, retrace, move higher. So higher time frame order flow is just really pointing upwards right now. So very, very bullish. You use projects? No, I don't. I'm Ninja Trader and Tradevate, which you can use for both, because if I have Ninja Trader connection, I can also connect my Tradevate accounts, which makes things 10 times easier. Still like this for a long If we can find it, nice retrace down. Definitely not long enough here. Long enough here is suicide. It could work, but it could also just backfire just as hard. Very, very bullish. I want to see the higher time frames. We don't really have much to move until we get up here. I could draw this. Let's see. Could be like a breaker here, right? With its closure now. So on NQ, on the other hand, we're like far below. Really just pressing for 581. That's the next objective here. How's everyone doing today? 1 o'clock, that's where we are cooking here. Really just pushing here. It's pretty slow day right now. Do you want me to introduce you to my sister? She lives in Miami. We're here to trade, guys. We're just pushing. This is such a bad area for me just to start the stream because I literally have my hands tied here. There's nothing I would play here. The voice doesn't match the face. Describe it because that's the same thing with Lanto too, but I thought I would be more in line. People say Lanto sounds like he's 14 and he looks like he's his age. You see PW's meltdown. What happened? I've been just out of it. Not trading AM because I just don't like the way we're at. And same thing yesterday. I canceled the stream yesterday just because I was like, this is not a good area for me to just trade. What happened yesterday here? We're just like consolidating here. I feel like I can recognize price action when it's not something I like. Today is not bad. Today PM, very reasonable. We drop down, fill these gaps, and then respect this 4 hour pushing higher. I feel like AM captured most of the move this time though. Are you guys bullish or bearish here at this area? It's hard not to be bullish, but it's also very hard just to join in longs if you're not long already. Who's buying this? It could just be people getting stopped out. It could be people buying higher, just looking for that trend push. But it's just such a bad area. I feel like if we're trying to scalp this, just keep on scalping this up. Bullish with no entry, yeah. What is price drawing to? I'm looking at the next high on the daily here, and we have 592. We're like 90 points away. This is likely the next draw if we can keep on trading today. Simple favor I got on the daily retrace for a move higher. I'm in short getting cooked. I feel like you have to wait for it because I still like to see this retrace here. We have no wicks here, so it's like a devil's mark. And a retrace back inside here, consolidate a little bit, and then another leg up. That would be something I've been looking for. So like short term, kind of like short scalp all the way down to like 470s, and then look for long flip back up. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good in this market lately, and I just feel like this last few days is a little bit more difficult to play with, and I just don't want to force anything. Okay, let me see here. Can we make this bigger? I have no idea. Looks like that's not how you do it. It's not doing anything. Not clicking the right thing. Time alignment. Oh, is it this? Yeah, it's not doing anything. Symbol settings. Oh. Large or huge? Oh, huge is too big. How is it on the right? Okay, let's do that then. Yeah, I do switch to time frames often. That is how I like it. Oh, we're trying to turn a little bit here. I gotta do this for every one of them, looks like. We're not really missing much of the price action right now. It's very, very difficult to just join in right now. We need to wait for the structure to form again. All right, see if this saves. And this should apply on the 15 as well. Hopefully that's bigger. All right, we'll just stop there. Get on that treadmill. You guys will see me. We need to save that for a moment. Either we're in a big trade, we're just letting it run, and then I'll be running myself. That's the only way. Good wick to a closure. This feels like we're still drawing to the next gap here for like higher, if that's the goal. How will we short scalp this into that 15-minute fair value gap here? We can. There's no. If there was like a level taken here, we could play this better, but I don't think there is. We want to short scalp this maybe on NQ or ES, whichever the case is. Get it down to 470s and then look for longs. Triple low wicks here. I still want to see this come back down, so very careful on where we go from here. Do we go for another high, come back down, and then we can retrace? What's up? What's up? What time frame do you usually enter off of the? I have a video explaining that, explaining most things, even my trade view setup, which someone else is asking for. Mainly trade off the 1 and 5, and I use the higher time frame as my guidance essentially. Tell us how the three all met. We met. Are you talking about Lanto and Desi? I'm assuming we just met in a chat room where is ironically the person who ran the chat room or started it was a forex trader who posted fake pictures of his P&L. So it'd be like $1 million, and we're back then like 4 years ago probably. We're just doing like consistent numbers, like a few thousand per month, 5-10,000 per month, and this guy's like casually just pull up a screenshot of being up like 500K or a million. We're like, whoa. And he ironically also was very nice to us and talked to us and invited us to group chat, tried to talk to us, hop on calls for hours and hours to just to like, give us guidance, like not for trading but for like motivation and inspiration and mentorship in the way with psychology and how to handle like losses. This is very useful stuff, but it turns out to be a scammer. And then yeah, it was a little small group, and yeah, we learned from we didn't learn trading from him. We had our own trading system already, but we learned like how he moved and all this stuff. Turns out it was fake. We just us three naturally was attracted with our drives and motivation, so we just kept on working, pushing each other, and we made real numbers now. Is he still around? No, he's not around. He's gone. I don't know where he went, but he could probably see me, Desi, Lanto on the internet, just getting like our numbers popping up. We're much bigger than we were back then too. Much more successful, much more knowledgeable. Call his ass out. It's just so weird that like we didn't find out, like, or some people were vouching for him, so I'm like, okay, like, you guys know him first before me, so if you, I trust you, and if you trust him, I'll give the benefit, and we'll play like games together. We'll play Call of Duty. We'll go on backtesting sessions for like 5 hours, like daily for weeks and weeks. So we're like pouring our energy to like work with this guy who claims to be very successful, but and very resourceful too. We talked about this a few times, but that's just what it was. What was his name? Patrick. Yeah, well, I guess in a way, well, it's not like we were already doing good then. We just got attracted by someone else who was doing like 20, 30 times better than us. Just like anyone would do that. I feel like just to seek out, especially if that other person is also seeking you out for some reason. It's like, I want to mentor you. I'm like, okay, like, why not? I'm not gonna say no to someone who's more successful. Let's see. Just don't trust anything you see on the internet because most likely, most of the time, might not be real. Just might not be real. Test. All right, my volume's, I just want to make it decent volume. Yeah, we left some lows here. I could see this running up and then turning back down. This feels like that's the game plan because we are leaving another gap. We left another 15-minute here. Honestly, we want the lower one to get hit because we could see nice consolidation, but create another one here. We're still pushing. There's no area of interest for me to try to play the flip side yet. You're real, right? I mean, I post everything, and I have screen recordings. I have everything. Like, it's nothing to be hidden. But that's also one thing that you watch out for. People in Forex most of them are shady. It's either fake or they're doing something that's not with good intentions. What do you think of Ross Cameron? I don't know who that is. This is just push a chat. Just add me next time. It's not Tyler. I just that's a good thing with prop firm because if you guys remember this guy Brandon, who was like a previous Apex mod, he was saying how he was the next big record, like 2.5 million payout. Guess what happened? Daryl Martin came out and said he's full of shit, and that's Photoshop, and he doesn't have any of that profit with us. So that's the thing. Like if you if you just fake something on a prop firm, they're just gonna call you out on it. There's no reason for them to back you. When it's going straight up like this, you think there'd be a chance for setup? Once again, two things I look for when we're trending up. If I want to buy it, we either look for a retracement to a optimal trade entry, which is like premium discount, or we wait for if we're in the 15-minute time frame, most likely we'll wait for a turn low get swept. So in this case, let's say we sweep this low, come back up. It doesn't have to be in a 15-minute value gap, but we want to see a low swept before we even try anything. How to learn being patient? It's not really learning, it's just practice, repetition, because you gotta think like patience are rewarded. You know it's not rewarded? What's actually a punishment if you just recklessly press buttons. Because no one has a good stat line when they're just randomly pushing buttons out of their own like impulse. I don't know who Ross is. Oh, Warrior Trading. You know what's funny? I always see his clips. Not even his clip, it's like his sponsored ads. I don't know. Something about that. Every time I get ads on like a trader, it just gives me sketch vibes. He's like, why are you paying ads to promote your stuff? So what do you guys think about the face cam? We keep this face cam on for every stream premiere? I keep getting JGAD ads. Does he run ads for real? I don't see why he would run ads. He has organic. Oh. What the heck? Dude, sometimes one downside with the face cam, sometimes like I'm just waiting for setup and I'm not even looking at charts. I'm on my phone or just kind of dozing off. I don't want to get caught lacking. GCAP charges 5K for a mentorship. That is excessive, but you know, it just depends on perceived value. If what his people who's purchasing his mentorship are finding great value for it, using that as an investment to make more money, that's fine. It's all relative. He's like, if I were to charge a mentorship, it's gonna be like a few $100. So I want to be affordable, but he's going for more. Like if you need to pay a high entry gate to even start working with me. Where's the cat's eyes? The room is closed. Ain't no one pushing the buttons unauthorized. We got Lanto in the building. Oh, yeah, I just wish AM could just be bad and then PM just has the delivery. It'd just be much more easier. Is that what happened yesterday? It's kinda like it's like look at AM range very tight, and then PM's also within that range. Favorite I got to expose with paper trading. Was he a paper trader? I thought favorite I got was posting like real account balance and like it was like TradeStation. I never know with these people, man. That's why it's been a long time where I just close people out. Only trust the people that I know are legit, like so like people that I talk to frequently, where I know their stats. Paper traders, man. It's so easy to be a paper trader. That's why when people say like just trade a real count, you can't even trust anyone who's just do that because they could just be faking it. You know what's not able to be faked? The leaderboards or prop payouts, which the firm can verify, which no firm is gonna just do anything shady. No reputable firm, at least. Rise payouts. I mean, the rise could also be faked. It could be affiliates. It could be just transfer of money. But you know, if you're getting a certificate from the prop firm, it's a payout $50,000 from Apex. Their reputation is aligned if you get exposed. So it's not like just like that player or that person's getting exposed. It's like the firm too if they are associated with that scam or fake Photoshop, whatever. You know how to be a paper trader, you can expect elements. Yeah, that's the thing too. Because no one's gonna verify a broker statement unless it's like a third party, which very little people would actually do. They just post a screenshot instead. But that's also another thing. Like if you're also a live trader, how can you fake anything? Like if I'm telling you to like I'm long here, and then you would close out for profit, like every day we're like 70% win rate. we have hundreds of streams. That can't be faked. Because if you're a fake trader, you'll see many losses. So many losses. It'll be easy. It'll be so easy to tell. I saw a stat that less than 1% of people have done 6 figures in payouts through Rise. What stat is that from? Is that from like all Rise users or prop firm? Dude, something about this price action just makes me sleep this week. Who's the trader you respect the most on social media? Honestly, I haven't seen JCap trades. I haven't seen much about him. All I know is his stats are real because all the firms rep him. I've seen him do multiple runs with prop firms, with his personal cash, with his prop firm, or like, you know, his Apex runs too, his other runs, and he's posting daily, like how I would. He's doing very big numbers. That's probably the one person that, or the top person in my list. He was doing 40K trades while we were at dinner. Was he trading or was he just in a trade and he was like just like, I guess, looking at it or showing it? Isn't that kind of bad? You're having a dinner with a group of like people that you're talking to, and you have someone, a trader, pull out their phone, just trading. Let's not forget Jade Cap's rug pull with the prop. He was just, I think he was an affiliate. He wasn't like an owner or anything. It was Paladin and Omar, was it? And there's a few other people, but he wasn't an owner. Brian is PW student and isn't ready to go public about it yet. Damn, this price action is just making me sleepy, guys. Like, there's nothing I'm doing here. It's a good 5-minute retrace, honestly, but he had ownership. Omar Paladin and him had equal ownership. Where did you hear that from? See, I don't know the facts. All I've known, I heard was he was just affiliate. Such like a true doctor. I was an engineer, but I did have Asian parents, and they. I don't know about you guys who experience it. Maybe it's also white parents or any foreign parents. Honestly, in their first generation, um, they just want you to be a health profession, a lawyer, or something very highly reputable and secure. But it just takes a lot to get there. Even for a doctor, like it's like 4 years of school, like college. First of all, like every other profession, 4 years college, and you go to 4 years of medical school. Another 3 to 5 years of residency, and that was also one of the routes I was when I was in high school. But that's like 4, 4, 5, or it could be just 4, 4, 4. 12 years, 12 years of life before you even start working. Kind of crazy. Then you come out of school with 100K debt. Now you're a doctor. If you're a doctor, you're coming out of school with like 300 to 500, maybe even more now with inflation. It was 300K average like 5 years ago. I would imagine it already went up now. And I hate the feeling of being in debt too. That's why I guess the trader, if you're doing well in trade, like not many traders have any debt. They just reinvest. And I like just doing that way. My brother is in dental school, and I'm helping him fund a little bit of it. And it's like his is so expensive. Like, it's like this is dental school. This is not even medical school. His are like 250, 300, and he's also is not covered all. It's just that's just tuition and everything. his living and his other things are covered through his own means. You're paying him to go to school. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice. This is gonna be a pretty decent retrace here. Do we have SMT? No, no. How do you play this? I like to see this run back down, especially these equal lows here inside this gap. How are we playing this, guys? Five-minute closure, we get the inversion. If we can get the inversion before we take out this low here at 485, I'm game for a attempt scalp short. It's like such a counter trend, but it's gonna be more a scalp. And then we're looking to see if we can even flip in these two pink areas, which are the gaps that I'm looking for to retrace to. Have you been live on MyFin Features? I'm live with MyFin Features. I only had one account at a time, and I was like getting, I think it's like 5 or 6 payouts, and then you get moved live. I had a 5K starter. It was like 1200 times 5, 6K later. I got moved. They gave me $2,500. I think the account's at 5K right now. And so like I'm basically 2x the account, but it's like it's just a low balance too. We are about to smash these lows here. I like the scalp short though. It's just a scalp, just like a very trail tight scalp to just take out the lows and see how far we can drive inside the 15-minute gap, and then we look for a reversal very carefully there if it gives it to us. Five-minute close, we got the inversion, but we're already taking the lows. I think that was a missed opportunity just because we didn't get that entry model yet. Good pull back here though. We could be looking longs in this area. It's like 2 gaps, especially on the ES here. We just want to see it wick down. It can wick down all the way to these previous down close candles here. For instance, like this, it could just do a drive, which come back up, close here, or should close higher actually, close back up, and then move back from higher here. That'd be a very bullish signature actually. And now we're just entering this 15-minute gap here. How do you determine where you trade NQ and ES? Just look at the relative strength. Right now, it looks very similar. Like this, it doesn't really matter what you trade. But let's say like NQ just pushing higher, and the retracement's down is minimal, while ES is driving down strongly. I would just focus on longs on NQ. It'll be very transparent when you see that the strength of that divergence. For question, you trade NQ E-mini. Okay, what's called? I am confused that question. Chat, what ethnicity am I? Let's see how many people know. Dude, I need to sit up. I'm getting sleepy with this price action. This is perfect though. This is exactly what I wanted though. I wanted just like a short scalp to this low, and I would have liked to got trailed right out there. It'd be like a nice 10-15 point scalp if we had that, and then I didn't want to look for more than that. Future props firms have trailing drawdown. How do you deal with it? The key to dealing with trailing drawdown is having very tight risk management. So you look at a 150K account, you have 5K in drawdown. If you just did 10% of your drawdown per trade, max loss, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, 10 times basically. And sometimes maybe you get trailed a little bit. Let's just say 9 times or 8 times. That's plenty. You think like that way, this kind of carries on to consistency too, because some people like the consistency rule if it limits your winners. But what if you just spread them out? Because for instance, my Apex, I've been having my Apex account for 62 days, 63 days. And if I didn't take a single payout, like I have like a lot of profits on those accounts now. I took like 4 or 5 payouts already, and they're still at 7K. Like my consistency on those accounts are probably like 3, 5, 7% in total. So you gotta think the long picture. But if you're trying to size big and like take like a 3K loss, that's like more than half your drawdown. You're not gonna be able to survive with that. Funded futures network slept on. What's the quality of funded future network? That's what I heard from some people using it. They have Rhythmic, right? Or how? I just like NinjaTrader. They have NinjaTrader. Do they have Project X at least? Maybe I can run with Project X. I don't mind that for lately. What's up, Slade? What's up? I like TradeAvate. I like Ninja. Those are the 2 things because I use NinjaTrader for everything. If you see my NinjaTrader, I have like 7 firms listed or connected all together. Dude, this price action sucks, man. Why is it when I have my face cam on, every time the price action is bad, but I somehow come through on top with it? It's just very difficult. Funding ticks is good because the parent account. Yeah, I like funding ticks honestly though, but they need a better plan. Their current plan doesn't compete with Tradeify. It doesn't compete with. It's like Tradeify growth, but worse. So now, yeah, not many people are using it yet. I made a video on the Forex Giants. They're one of the Forex Giants. We need to see more from them. Their original plan was much better. Isn't the second time using face cam? Last time I did it, price action was not loving it for me. It was still good that we were able to find trades from it, but it was very difficult price action. Second time today, again, not that great. 5-minute closure, so we got a 5-minute inversion. Definitely not enough for me to look at lower yet because we see the 15-minute gap or 15-minute time frame. Very, very bullish still. Until we do flip one of these 15 minutes here, I can't really look down yet. I'm actually looking to see if we can get longs somewhere. If we just let this flip back up, I think we can play for longs. Do you take payouts from TPT Pro accounts, or always above buffer, or some balance up? Here's my message: always take the payouts whenever you can. Like for TPT Pro, you have to get the buffer. 150K account, you need 4,500. If you have 5,000 balance, just take the $500. And if you're at like even 4,800, take the 300. It's like you're paying yourself. Take everything above the buffer. It's a good habit too. This does add up. It does add up a lot. You gotta admit you're very picky on price action structure. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like based off of my trading style. This is not something I like. We can see like a BPR above here if I have a BPR. I don't want to play short here though, because I'm pretty bullish still and it's too early to tell. But if you're bearish for any reason, this is something that you're looking to see hold it down. I just look at the higher time frame chart. You see the daily or weekly here. It's a big gap. I can expect this reject, but you don't need to time the top. Usually when bears are trying to time the top, they get stopped out a few times before they actually hit one good winner. Patrick is watching right now. You guys are bringing up Patrick often here. What is Alpha Trader? I never heard of Alpha Trader. I heard of Alpha Futures. Like, we're moving kind of decently, but we're just not giving any good entry models to it. Like, let's say on the move down, we really didn't get any confirmation to play the short to this target. It was just basically, once it's closed below, it just kept going. No wicks on, no gaps on left side. I really even look for inversion. No SMT on the top. There's nothing here. It just basically just took the lows out, and that's it. And now after we took the lows out, we're still bullish. So the edge is higher. I could look for longs here somewhere if we can get an entry, but again, good pump there, but need to wake up. Need to run on the treadmill. Let's get a trade, and maybe we'll pop the treadmill up. We'll have one trade maybe where I'll be walking and running the whole time. Imagine that. Imagine trading, exercising, like running or walking, even speed walking. Catch a good trade, letting it run while I'm running. You any options play? No, I would get some cash grab puts on any drops though. Okay, let me set up. Getting way too sleepy on this price action. 5-minute BPR, it is starting to respect still. If this does flip lower, what I want to see is basically, we could use this as an order block, change the delivery. We got a closure under this up close candle here. Respect here. We can come back down. We do have a lot of gaps to retrace to, but I just don't want to play the shorts yet. I need to set entry model too. You need that Sandisk. I do have a Sandisk. This is a Sandisk right now, but do I use it? No, the only thing I use it for is just to move up or down slightly. I need a chat to convince me to be bearish if we only get if we keep on moving lower. Because I'm still bullish right now. I just need to get an entry from here. Oh. You know what I was thinking about? What if, I don't know how I would do it, but I would need a bigger room, and it would be like a lot of things. Like, we're streaming, we're trading, doing whatnot, but there's also stuff in the back. It could be like lots of gym equipments, everything decked out. It could be other stuff for fun, for entertainment. and just keep the stream like kind of a mixture while we're also trading, while we're letting the trade run. We could just do other things. That'd be live. That'd make the stream more consistently fun. This room is tiny though. I don't know what it is. Florida rooms or Florida newer homes is like getting smaller and smaller. Yards are getting smaller. Yeah, all the new houses too, like they're so cramped together where like there's some neighborhoods where you could basically, if you put your foot on one side and just like lay down the ground, put your hand on the other side, you'll be able to touch. So like it's like at most 6 feet apart. And these are houses. These are not like townhouse or anything. It's like regular new neighborhoods. What part of Florida? I'm in Tampa right now. Nice rejection off this BPR right now. If we keep on pressing lower, I can try playing lower as well. We do have a lot of gas under here. 1 minute for 1 minute breaker kind of like forming right now. I'll just use the body. I'm not gonna use a wicks. Wicks is, want to see how well this respect to. Welcome. Just for you guys are stopping by. Appreciate stopping by, man. We're trying to find something the breaker is respecting right now. Chat, bullish or bearish here? I'm trying to really convince myself, but it's such a hard thing to have bias right now. Because we should be bullish, but why are we respecting a lot of these bearish beta rays here, which makes me think we should be flipping for lower now. It's not the clearest right now. I think I'm still 50-50. Bearish until lunchtime low, then bullish. Short term might be more bearish right now. Can we find a short entry then? Like, I want to see this breaker just get ran through. If it can get ran through, I'll start looking for longs again. Because I'm still pretty long bias here. Come on. That's the clearest thing I want to see. We're about to get rejected here. Okay, Lanto in here. I think we have Lanto here for tomorrow. It's very hard to get someone who get someone who's already traded today to trade more when they're not planning to trade more. Lanto with face cam. How do we convince Lanto or even pressure him to get a face cam? What's the idea here? We're back at the 2 p.m. candle close. This would also be the first down close candle in a while too. If we get close a bearish candle here, I would actually like shorts in the next few minutes here. Two p.m. is likely going to be where we're going to get some setups. How you guys been doing today? You guys green or red? I'll make a poll later, but I want to wait for potential setup first. Red, green, no trades yet. It's like 50-50 right now. Can't lie, I'm getting more convinced on the downside as we go here. Good drop here. NQ's being much more violent. We're gonna likely be looking for shorts on NQ. Basically, we get a closure here. We're getting a hourly gap. I think we just do a slight retrace and just come back down. This breaker is holding so freaking well. Big dump here. That's what's happening. Like you feel so good to be bearish, but like all the time frame on the higher time frame are saying this is still bullish, still bullish, still bullish. Good stuff for those who got shorts there. I was really trying to see if we can get something short. This was the only clear thing. We had the 5-minute BPR form and respected, and then we had a 1-minute breaker setup. I should have taken this trade, but I just honestly, what I told myself was I want to see these internal low kept so I can just hold it better. When I short the inversion retested, this is also the BPR that I was referencing. It is very hard to do that when we're so bullish on every other time frame. The 5-minute could be bearish, but like you've seen that happen a few times already where we do get something like a flip somewhere in the 5-minute and then we just keep on ripping from there. I'm waiting for the 2 p.m. candle closure here. It's gonna make things very clear. Oh. And we're now like just basically balancing or holding this 15-minute gap area, which I can see this also holding. Next retrace, we're likely going to try play this short though. This is the first hourly bearish candle in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 consecutive bullish candle. We're about to get the first bearish one here. And any retrace back above to this rejection block here, I'll be actually looking to see what we can do. The hourly fair value up here. Likely gonna be looking for shorts. What's your target short? Most likely like the internal low here. Big drop here. Wow. Internal low at ES got tagged too there. So we're going to get this hourly close. I think we just got the close here. Large gap here. We're trying to see if we can get a retracement. Retracement of shorts most likely is a game plan here. Wow. You guys like shorts right now, chat? Damn, we're getting into breaking. I can't short down here. It's so 50-50 again. Moving lower. You're supposed to be short from 490s. Honestly, this breaker here, man. Think about like this, short the breaker, stop like slightly above it, get a nice standpoint stop. We would have been pretty good there. Turning pretty hard here. This is a good area, I feel like, for a reversal back up, become nice retracement. This is kind of like what I'm bringing me up right now if I were to play it. So we could try potential long down here. It's in a long area. Let's see here. Most likely on ES. I will sell higher. So if I'm looking at this, I'm gonna look for sells like in the 490s, hopefully 480s, high 480s. This is a good area to see if we can protect these lows and play for upside again for a scalp. I think this is like a scalp day right now. We're moving very, very slow. It looks bullish. I don't think so yet. Let's see if we can stab into the low here and hold itself. You're gonna see real time. Either we get cooked or we're gonna cook. Real time, baby. Even an SMT here is, if yeah, someone take the low. We're drawing to 427s right now. Chat, this feels like a decent long here. Does anyone like this long here? We have a slight SMT, but what am I looking at? I just want to see if we can get the confirmation somewhere before we execute it. It looks good though. Honestly, starting to look better for a retrace. It is way too preemptive right now. Long on ES though, not on NQ. Definitely not on NQ right now. I'm waiting to see if we can SMT, leave this SMT and then see a nice retracement back up. Why ES is because NQ is significantly weaker. Significantly weaker. See, we want to stab another low here. I'm watching. It's at an area where like we're just starting to tap this order block here. Waiting. And he's dragging it down right now. We're about to actually clear these lows. Getting very close to this low here. Can we push for these lows real quick? I'm gonna look to buy at ES if we can take these lows and hold. The SMT just got wiped already. But NQ just selling off much stronger right now. I feel like we can do a starter here. What do you guys think? On ES, I feel like this is gonna hold. Let's see here. I want to see this get pushed back up. Let's see if we can come back to 31s. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Just look for one contract and add up to 3. I haven't been getting ads lately, but good closure. The first retrap back down. I'm gonna try to go for it. It's gonna look something like this, just for a nice retracement. I'm gonna try to keep the tight stop like somewhat tight. All right, I have at 31s here. Let's see. 31s. I'm gonna keep it like a 4-point stop. I don't want to see it under 29s right now. I like ES because ES just holds much better right now. And I think we can try to come back up a little bit. We can see a nice retrace before we go lower. Especially on NQ too. I don't want to short this yet. I want to see a nice retrace first. Look at the 15-minute too. Getting very close to if we're looking at this as the dealing range, the low to the high. It's like kind of like a good area to see if we can hold. We're gonna try it out. Still a tight stop, so I'm not too worried about it. Just keep it like, we can keep it even on this low, honestly, make it even tighter. See how that goes. Very tight, very tight. 3 points ish. And this is a type of thing where, like, if it does want to push, we'll actually take out these lows. We can get SMT, and yeah, I think I'm gonna get stopped out already. I'm looking for this low. It's likely gonna take me out, and I will give another jab. I just don't like shorting down here, and I'm thinking of like just playing both sides right now. But I'm just holding. This holding pretty good right now. It's just a very tight one because I can definitely see this getting wicked out, but I can also see it coming back up a little bit. I'm just gonna let this one run. Just looking at this NQ low, man. NQ's likely gonna get tagged here. Not the moving the best here, but just stuck, just very stuck. And Q's pressing down, pressing down. It's just not right. I might just want to re-tag back in if, after NQ taking this low out. I'm just giving it a few more minutes. 2 more minutes and we'll get this 50-minute closure. I'm not gonna be in longs if this 50-minute closure under this gap. For ES especially. If we can come back up, we can get a nice retracement. It's not looking the best right now. You try another one here, very tight. Just keeping it very close to the time here. 215 candle closure. Gonna close it pretty quickly in the next 50 seconds here. Either get stop me out or we close it manually and just wait for another tap in. NQ is dragging at toes though. ES is like just very slightly right now. Yeah, not looking the best here. 15 minutes about close already. There it is. I wanted to wait for that 15-minute to close in my favor too. Or not in favor, just like getting out the trade first. Got stopped here for 3. That was like cutting it close too with the 15-minute. We had one opportunity. Anyways, we have an SMT here. This is where I would wait to see if we just keep on selling off or we can turn back up. Why is this not moving? There it is. We're gonna try to tag this low at 23. 50-minute candle closure, not the best closure, honestly. Can't short this here though. Not yet, without a good entry model here. What do you guys think? I think you want to give it another shot if we get a flip here. We have a 30-second flip here, and we'll give them the shot. Still tight stop. Maybe like another 3-point stop. But just piss poor price action. Just trending very well, just not giving me good entries. If you guys think of where to short this, I like shorts if we can come back up to 30s one again in this gap area here. It's not there yet. Wait, what? Am I? Oh, okay. Nothing yet. Yeah, probably get a freaking big slam down here. Trying to catch falling out. That's what I'm waiting for confirmation for, but trying to short earlier, just didn't get the entry model, and now I'm trying to look at longs in a area where I think it could hold, but and he just plummeting chat. Here's that 15-minute gap here. Whoop. There it is. Okay, well, we took that low We could clear it a little bit more, but still want to see this play out where we get a retrace back up and then really move lower. We're gonna see. I don't think I'm long NQ. I'm going to long ES still. Yeah, we got a flip here. We finally took out the low. That's what I wanted. NQ did a deep drive. Tell me I'm crazy, but this looks like it wants to flip back up. Give me a closure on NQ here. Above this 1 minute. We'll try another one at the internal low stop. 2-day NQ is awesome. Time for some action. Still respecting this area. Not it's a no-go yet. Damn. Can't get any good entries. Sucks. Chat, if you were to short this, where are you looking for shorts? Where would you enter? Would you just mark it here? That's kind of where I'm like stuck at right now. These. At the 5-minute PPR, yeah, that's the thing. I'm waiting for the retracement. What's up, Nick? I really hate when price action moves like this. It's just very one directional, and like when it was moving up, I was looking for shorts, and then when we got the short confirmation, we didn't even get the short entry, and now we're looking for longs. It's just not even giving us the long entry either. Kind of like on the opposite side right now. And you would think like we're also a very high time frame been pushing, so. This is what it looks like now. Like if we get a candle closure here, we'll get this 15-minute chase to delivery. Any retracement back inside this large gap, you'll be very strongly looking for a rejection. If we get a flip here on the 1 minute here, I'm gonna try again on an ES here. So it might look something like this. Try to make it on the next move up next to the 15-minute gap. That's the aim right now. Not yet. I gotta wait for this flip first. See if we can make it back. We're down 3 points so far today on ES. ES is something good about ES is like it's lower risk than NQ. If I took the trade on NQ, it'd been like 30 points, maybe 20, maybe just 20 points, honestly. ES was like 3 points, very tight, very reasonable. Just because we're also playing the strong asset we're longing. If you're shorts on right now, you'll be looking at NQ because NQ just plummeting. Big flip. Not yet. That's what I hear too. May's price action has not been the best for a lot of people. Honestly, for me, it's been fine for me. It's just very difficult, but we see through the end of the tunnel. Not getting a closure here. Same game plan, guys. We give it another try, stop under. If it works, it works. Doesn't, we'll see. I want to see us get all the way back up this 15-minute gap. Let's see this plays out. If you guys don't like longs, you're just ignore this. I'm giving it a shot. I already had that thought in here because I don't think I could short here. I want to see it do somewhat of a retrace first. Might be stubborn me, but you know, that's controlled risk. Looking good, looking good. Got it 24. Basically almost 1-to-1 right now. See how far we can go. Good closure here would be amazing. And I'll just look at this next level of respect. Come on, baby. Break-even stops most likely if we can take it out this high. Looking for 33 at most, and then obviously looking for shorts down here. About to hit the first TP target here. I have a slightly higher. I add another one, but it's 24 entry basically. Gonna take one alpha here, be 5 points, and I'll change this to. Let's see first. Let's see if we can take this out first. Ease is still moving stronger, right? We hit this order block already. I don't want to see this get a run back down because that would violate this order block. Let's see what happens when we tag this. I'm likely gonna move this break even if we take out this high. And we haven't done that yet. Come on. And this entry is based off the inversion. We already took the 15-minute turn low. We want to see a retrace back up. Even we're bearish, kind of on a higher time frame now. I'll still like see a retrace higher. See it at least retrace back up to come tap back in the bearish PD rate for lower. And I wouldn't be mad if we come back up to the gap and reject for lower. Let me see what we either come back here or tap here. We could already do break even here, honestly, because we don't want to see this back in this inversion. That this would be awful if we do that, because we're looking at as an order block. We already closed above. This is past the midpoint of it. Getting very slow. I want to move a little higher. It's all about risk reward, but when it's stalling like this, you're so tempted to just take the 1-to-1. You really are. But if we do retrace, can we just do a slight retrace and then come back up? Just respect this area. Take spot tag here. I'm gonna change this to 1 contract. I don't know how if I could do that manually. I just decrease price. I gotta just cancel the order, right? Or just make another one instead. Looks like they're just trailing it back up here. Wait, did I? Oh, I'm supposed to put at 29.50. Right, that's whatever. I think we should tag it, right? Be pretty disappointed if we don't tag that. There we go. About 6 points up right now. I'm just gonna let this ride. See where we can go with it. Beautiful, beautiful push. We have this break even. We could just trail this back up now. We don't want to see it back down to 29.5. Not gonna be too greedy on this. If it hits 33, that 33.25, that's what it was. I'll take that right there. Gonna move this up. I sometimes think about risk reward trailing, and if I'm waiting for one more point, my stop would be like, don't want to give it too many wiggle room. We have it on the trade 5 too. Pretty good so far. Gonna take this one off on my trade 5. We tagged this too. Same entry all around all accounts. Okay, we tagged it. Let's see if we get trade 5. Let this trail, and then we'll see what happens. Look at that. We're like 10 points up on this too. I only have my trade 5 now. Every other account I'm trimming already. Power of patience, baby. People would say, why long this here? It was a mistake. You know, you can't win them all. Then people say, why long this here? Guess what? We went 10 points up. Like 11 points up with a 3-point stop, man. That's pretty damn good. And I'm thinking about risk reward. Like you look at my stats, it's like 60, 70% win rate. And the risk reward is always like around 1.5 to 2. So it's expected for me to take some paper cut losses before you hit like a winner. And this is it. And we're also looking to flip here. If this can come back up, which it is right now, I'm looking very closely to see where we could turn here. So the idea is to let this trail and just basically wait patiently to see where we could turn. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat the whole time. I was too locked in. Like, there's no way we're gonna not flip here. I have one more left right now. TradeFi live, 1 contract. This is on ES. This is where I think we should flip. Where I think we could flip though. I'm gonna try to just close this off here. I'm happy with this. A little bit nervous on how we do here. We did sweep the internal low. Ideally, you run up. You keep on running. If you're bullish, you go for the next high, and the next internal high is the high of day. I'm just not too bullish right now because we did get the hourly flip already, but it's like a big drive. So I'm just very careful now. Nice knife catch. It's like, it's funny because in the 1 minute, it's like, yeah, it's a knife catch. But you look at like any other time frame, the 15 minute, the hourly, 4 hour, it's like a tiny retracement before we pop back up. Let's go, guys. Type 1 if you took that trade. And if you didn't like to play the inversion, I mean, we could already play this breaker here too. Look at this as a breaker. I think on ES, we wouldn't have the entry though, but on NQ, look at that. Boom, boom. Loss of number 1, baby. Look at that. We are green, green, green. That's what's up, chat. Up like $500 on most of my accounts. Net positive now. So first loss was it 3 points? 3 points, 150. Second trade, I had 2 contracts for most of my accounts because I felt more confident after we took the low out. We basically took it for like 5 points and 10 points. I don't know what the number is, but net positive is like plus 500, plus 400 right now. And that's all most of my accounts here. I didn't copy trade it on my other live accounts, so it's just so. I have so many live accounts too, and it wasn't copied. I didn't realize that I didn't put it on ES yet. It was okay. We have it on our Apex at least. Rookie mistake, rookie mistake. Because I usually just have most things copy trade on NQ, and then sometimes I take a trade on ES. I don't have the replicanto set up where it's also syncing trade for ES too. Yeah. Dude, we have 976 people in the chat or in watching right now. You guys saw us just basically take the banger here, and how we took this is like I have the risk reward tool already set up way ahead of time. I showed my position, and we just basically let us sit there. And you saw me moving my stop from break even to green stop to putting it exiting it out full. We do this every day, and now we have the face cam. So like the stream, baby, like the stream. We'll go do some giveaways too. NQ ironically did move pretty well too, but I think ES still is the bullish, more bullish asset. You look at like, let's say next high right now. Check this out here. If you are looking at the next high, next internal high, let's say this high here at 144, you see NQ all the way up to 500. We're like far from it, so I think we also play the right asset the whole time too. You want to just keep on practicing, like if you're long or short, which one is better. Sometimes like 50%, 60% of the time, it doesn't matter. They're both moving similar. But when one is stronger or weaker, you want to play that accordingly. And I feel like 70% of the time I trade NQ, but that other 30% today, I'm on ES. And if we had short entry somewhere, like this short here on this breaker, I would have been on NQ and we would just roll this down for 100 points. That would have been beautiful. That would have been beautiful. Are you bearish or bullish right now? I think I'm like 50-50, but I'm leaning bearish, especially on NQ. ES is like a little bit more tough to see. It depends on where we close. If we get a nice closure above, but what if we just wick high, come back down, close below? That would be very bearish on ES, and NQ is already bearish, so we would focus lower. Why I cut this area is because this is the pivotal moment where I think for NQ and ES where it could reject here. And if I'm long, if I think this is going to reject, I should just be out. because I'm going to be hunting for shorts here. There was no confidence with that short. The confidence is an eternal sweep here. 1 minute confirmation, execute, come back up. You look at the hourly, you look at the 4 hour, you look at the daily, it's bullish. It'll be very absurd not to just also look at longs when all you see is a 15-minute flip or even a 5-minute flip. Like, this is still very bullish on most time frames. So you want to zoom out a little bit. If you zoom out a little bit, this could be just a very quick retracement for a move higher. And there's no luck. It's all about probability. And like, if you feel like this is no confidence in longs or short here, you gotta just play by your model. Trust the process. Oh, you're talking about the break. Yeah, short of the breaker earlier. The only thing I would have trusted here is if this low wasn't taken. We have a media draw. We would have shorted here, tight stop, and then we would have taken that down and basically let it trail to see it come down to these gaps here. The moment it flips back up, I'll just get trailed out green. Now that was my idea, but we swept it already. So it makes the trade go from like kind of like an A- setup to like a B- C+ setup. Because it's counter trend, and you lost your internal draw, your immediate draw. Just like this one, like if you're bullish right now, we already tagged our bullish draw here, and we already flipped the 15-minute. Like, being bullish here is a little bit risky. Like, you were more likely when we got this 1-hit flip, order block, breaker, whatever, down here after the sweep. So we wait for the next setup. We have time maybe for one more trade if we can get it, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Can you explain what neutral is in your high time frame buys? I think this is outdated. This should be bullish. This should be bullish right now. If I were to update this, higher time frame is bullish. Very easy bullish. The 15-minute hourly right now, I could say it's neutral, so it's like either way. And lower time frame is bullish. That'll be like updated right now. I wish we can get like some developers to code an indicator with my parameters and protocol to just basically, you just see like 3 time frames, right? The low time frame, kind of the intraday time frame, and the higher time frame. It'll be like green, red, or white. And if you see all 3 green, you would not look at shorts anywhere. And if you see all time frames red, you would also not look for longs. And it'll be like very good protocols for you to adapt to. And it's like a rule of thumb, like if you're looking for shorts, let's say, higher time frame could be green, but you need to have the other 2 red. And it'll be most likely based off the 15-minute or like the fair value gaps between the 2 time frames I'm scouting. So like if I'm looking at like low time frame 1 to 5, intraday 15 to hourly, higher time frame 4 hour daily, those 2 time frames locked together. I don't want to just use 1 because 2 is always better than 1. And since we're so versatile, we're looking through all the time frames. That's why you see me flipping back and forth, back and forth. There's a reason to that because it helps me see where the narrative is. I can program that for you. I mean, try it out for yourself first, and then let me know. And then if you can get something going, let's cook. Let's cook, baby. Do you see ES go back high today? I feel like if I were to put a gun in my head, NQ's telling me we're gonna just retrace for lower, and you see the hourly here. This is the first hourly bearish down close candle. We're likely gonna get a closure down. Any retracement. This does feel like it's gonna fall down lower. So I was like, oh wow, United Healthcare is pumping. Brett was tweeting at like 260, and I bought some at like, not even 260, like, I think 250s. And I bought some, and I kind of paper headed. Let me see how much I have left. I keep on paper heading some of these things. I bought like 100K worth, and I only have 3K left. I don't know if you guys can see this. Does that show it? United Healthcare here. I have 3,000 left. We're up 7% on it, and it's like a Brett type call. He told me to buy Kier as well, and I guess we're coming back from that. I was down a little bit. Bought 30K of Kier yesterday. If you guys recall, he was like, Brett was telling me, buy Kier, buy Kier. I was like, okay. It's funny though. We're still down 11%. Yeah, it was down like probably like 20% when I was buying it. And did you buy the? I bought it. I bought it because he was telling me. I'm like, okay, let's try it out. Didn't buy it because I have analysis on it. Did you manage to catch the longs earlier today's rally? I didn't trade AM. But think about this, guys. We don't really have to count this 11 points. We can just go down here. This is about basically on average like a 10-point play because I held a few other trades for 10 points. First trade -3, second trade +10. It extends up to like +13 if you want to call it, but I didn't close out there. So we're like net positive 7 points right now. And I did have 2 contracts on the second trade, while the first trade I only have 1 contract. Because first jab could fail, second jab I am more confident on. I don't just re-enter a trade just because I got stopped out and I just want to just get back in. That'll be more tilting or more like impulse. But this is clear. I'm waiting. Like I didn't just tag in just because. I waited for this to sweep the low first, flip on the lower time frame, and then we tag back in. Do you struggle to find a girlfriend? I've been in a relationship for close to 5 years now. And I also been trading for 5 years. So like that's 2 relationships right there if you ask me. How taxes work on prop firms? It's basically a 1099 independent contractor, and I think what they call is earned income. So whatever your taxes are regularly is like self-employed income basically. So it's gonna depend on what your bracket is. Just imagine it as like you're working for someone, but you're also self-employed. You're independent contractor. That's how you're getting paid as a prop firm. With ES closing above the 15-minute fair value, are we still looking for shorts? I think it's so. When you ask me that on ES, it's very confusing because 1, we close under, and then 2, we close back above. That just tells me that ES right now is not very clear. We look at NQ on the other end. We flip under already. We come back up, respect this gap, respect the chase delivery. This is very confidently bearish. Sometimes you might not get the same signals on one asset. ES is being like very difficult right now, which is good if you're bullish, but not good if you're bearish. Let's see how many likes we got. Yeah, for some reason, every time it's been 2 days so far, 2 days of live of a live cam. Why is it that we have more viewers with a live cam? Be honest here with chat. Like, is it attracting more viewers because you see like a personal face instead of just a voice? And it's like drawing you in, like it's like more of a real interaction, or what's the deal? Same thing. We're trading the same every single day. Which car you want to buy? It's gonna be most likely a Tesla Plaid. That's the car I'm looking at right now. This is a good area for shorts here if I were to be able to play it. So able to get that there. At least what I do know is I closed the long entry at an area where I felt pretty good. It could potentially reverse, and basically it did. It was like I only missed about like 1 point. I think I closed the last one at 35, 36. Went up to 37. That's it. People on the treadmill. I need a banger, guys. I need like a 50 point, 100 point trade on NQ or a 20 point on ES. Then you'll see me running on the treadmill. Or when we have a guest on, so someone can look in the chat too. You know what? Those who are in Lanto's chat, tell Lanto to put a face cam on, and I'll grant a request. That could be on a treadmill, doing a workout, do anything. I could be sprinting if he puts his face cam on. If you want to see my entries today, long 30, stop out 26. I think on this count I didn't put the manual stop on. It should have been at 27 for top step. I forgot to do that. But 4 points, long again at 24, TP at 29.75, basically 30, and then 33. So it's like 6 points, 9 points on top step, and then for trade 5 it was a little bit better. Pretty good. And that's what we do. Can we dump here? If you're looking for a dump, I hope you're playing NQ, not an ES. Almost have long here. I don't think I'm liking longs. I like shorts more. Shorts feels like it's the way right now. Are we paying rebates on top 1 purchases? Not until we have them onboarded. I think we're looking to see if we want to get them on the next 2 weeks. They just need to show that they're, you know, more. I don't want to put any firm that feels a little bit more high risk for you guys. But we do have a discount. They give us a code. We're gonna honor all the rebates at the end of the day. We just want to put it publicly yet. New voice. I just put my mic closer. But I heard Lucid Trading also is doing instant funding. They're another new firm. I kind of like them a little bit more because I feel like I know some of the people behind that, like order flow people. Lucid isn't backed by a Forex Giant. No firm is backed by a Forex Giant. Top 1 Forex is tiny. I think they paid out 2 million maybe in total. That's nothing. Forex Giant has to be like 100 million. Let's talk about ATM. Do you use one in Ninja? No. If you rewind to what we traded earlier, you saw me. I just do a limit order. I put a limit TP and I just do a manual stop. That's kind of all I do. I like to make it more various and depending on the setup. But if you want to do ATM, let's say your stop is like 20 points, just put like a 25 point bracket and just drag it if you want, if that makes your life easier. I kind of do that sometimes too if I'm handling a lot of things. I thought top one was Forex was a lot bigger. No, I'm pretty caught on with all the metrics. Their Forex is tiny. Yeah, so like you look at the stat here. Here's the stat. 2 years of top one for Forex, they paid out 2 million. 2 million here. 1 month of the futures, they paid out 3 million already. So like you think of how big the future market is and how small their Forex market is. They already surpassed their Forex in 1 month while Forex has been around for 2 years. But yeah, not much happening here. I should have alerted that trade too. But another update that I want to get feedback on. Here's the thing. I talked about it a few times already in the stream. Look what we have. So I made a poll earlier, just a quick one. We talked about boosted cash rebates. Essentially, we do 5% cash rebate for the partners that we have. What if we do rotation one firm every month? It'll be something different. For like a week or 2 weeks, they'll get boosted rebates. We made a poll for Take Profit Trader or Tradeify right now. I think most of them are saying Take Profit. So I think maybe beginning of next week or this weekend, we're going to try to code it for our platform where all rebates would be probably 7.5%. So like 50% boosted. So for instance, if you used to get like $7 for the rebates, you get about 11 now. Rotating categories like a credit card. Is that fun or not? If it's not cool, if it's not a fun idea or useful at all, we don't have to do it. But I think it'll be big for some purchases. Like for Tradeify, if we did 5% rebates, it'd be like already $20 for Instant Funding. If it's boosted, 50% boosted would be 30. If we did 100%, which would be 5 to 10%, it'll be $40 right there per purchase. That'd be insane. Are you still looking for shorts? Yeah, I was looking for shorts, but not sure how we would get that short here. If we SMT, we took out the high, we got a break here. Could have been something, but entry day has been tough. And that boy Patty Whelan, he always dissing the rebates. Because it's competition to him. You know, we have a platform where we give back a large portion of commission. What if we even give back more? What can he say then? That's the thing. Because he makes a comparison, it'll be like a $1 rebate. Our average rebate is already like $6-7 already. And we're about to make it even bigger. It's gonna be like soon for some of the average, it'll be like $10 per. So you buy like 5 accounts, $50 back to you. And it's like reset also counts too, if you didn't know. Activation doesn't work. It's evals, purchases, resets, and renewals. Activation, we don't have any control of. How do you add a manual stop? You just basically, if you're long one contract, you do basically a buy stop order or stop order below it. And it'll just trigger it out net even. Very, very easy. It works on every broker. What's the link? Discord? Is it on the description? It's in the announcement of the free Discord. I'll have to add it tomorrow. Or you could find it on Desi's Twitter. I don't think I have a link on me. It's so slow right now. Short was the right move. If I just flipped short where I close on my long, that'd been another play right there. Not on the ES. ES would have been like 5 points, 4 points. But NQ would have been 50 points. I've been on the treadmill already, running. For those who watch other streamers, how they do today? Who you watch and how they do today? How they do this month? I want to get more people on though. I think with my face cam on now, I'm more open to have other guests on. Like Tyler is always a blast to have on. Desi, Lance was always good to have on. Just maybe we can find someone else that meshed well with my stream style, with my trading style. Get them to put in trades too. That would be magnificent. TGR made 158K today. Is that live? Who do you guys want on? Let me know. Let me know. We can Lumi on. I think she already. Dear Warren. And she was dumping pretty hard here. Not really moving that well right now. 3 p.m. too. Getting a big spike here. Let's see here. Or you can continue till 4. I'll try to continue a little bit later. A little bit more here. There's just not much happening right now. We got one good trade so far and one paperclip loss. Everything else has been pretty lackluster. Do you think tomorrow's valid trade or no due to OPEX? What I think is always you ignore everything. You just pay attention to draw liquidity. So like you could be like, oh, Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow, or there's CPI, there's FOMC, it's a bad day, there's no news tomorrow. But if you ignore all of that and just only trade, where are we currently in this price action? We're not, we're just in a large higher time frame, we're just consolidating. You understand that more, you'll just basically be able to trade any price action, any price delivery. And then you also know what to avoid. So even on no news days, like those are days that sometimes are one of the best days to trade. There might be a slight correlation, but there's into price action with news because it's more volatility, but you adapt to everything. Here's a breaker here. Just been holding. If we break this breaker, I think we're gonna slam down pretty hard. Oh, Lumi's in the building. What's up? What's up? How'd you do today? PM almost kicked my ass. We took one -3 points, and then this one, this long, kind of came in clutch. We're like, we're gonna go for another jab after this sweep. Let's see if this plays out, and did. Does reset count? Yeah, reset, renewals, and eval purchases all counts. Took the move down. Nice, nice. I missed the move down. I think you're talking about this move here. I don't know how I would enter that. I don't know if you can share where you entered. I could see this breaker, but I want to see more validation first. And just basically left without me. Especially this hourly closure. This 2 p.m. closure was nice. I was waiting very carefully, like, can we get a setup somewhere? And no setup. Just one way down. Let me set up, see what we get here. I'm not really too interested in anything right now. If we do make some equal highs here, we could try a long scalp. But likely want to see this breaker hold still. Took the short of 1 hour PO3. Yeah, that's damn. That's what I was looking for too. Hourly PO3 is nice. Weird. We're just getting stuck right here. 37. Still think NQ is pretty bearish. Pretty bearish right now. Wow, what a slam. Jesus. NQ is not leaving any prisoner here. Being very violent right now. About to slice through the breaker. We have some relative highs. Again, I still like longs on ES short on NQ. We'll actually get a bearish breaker on this closure here instead. So violent. Very violent right now. Just gotta be careful for any premature entries. We could try it. I'm not mad at this if we see something here. What could do here? Wow, we didn't get that. How do we miss getting this drive back in? That's disgusting. Don't tell me to just slam these lows. I would hate that. If anything, they were looking for shorts. You're trying to see it in this area. See maybe a little time flip. Keep stop like above this previous high here, previous swing high. That's kind of like an idea I have in my mind right now. Oh, we're not doing anything like that right now. And he's just being very stubborn here. I'm probably gonna slam down. This would have been beautiful, man. Why do we not get that? You see this breaker, see this fair value gap? Just a quick retap back in, been done deal. Couldn't do that. Not sure what I'm looking at right now. It's just back and forth again. Let me look at chat. Still moving lower. And he is so violent right now. I want to see us retrace back inside and then move lower. Just looks like we're going to move lower still. But power hour right now is not moving the best delivery here. It's not getting this pop here. I like shorts on NQ still. Let's do the giveaway. And then we'll just stick around for a little bit more, see if there's anything else. But yeah, one good trade so far. Up most of my accounts so far. Interesting, there's that move there. It could be going for these equal highs here, chat. I think we've been idle here so far, and it's been power hour now. The next clear draw is like this ES highs. We're just likely going to be pushing here. If someone said last chance to go long, we will shoot up 200 points. If that's what you think, man, I'm kind of shaky on that. I feel like we should be stuck here for the rest of the day. If I were to be honest here, I'm not too ambitious anywhere. And look at that rejection. Like, I didn't want to really play this, but I just logged it for a scalp on my Bunox. I forgot. I can't trade Bunox and tops at the same time. But quick 200 bucks there for short. This short, I was basically wrapping up. Pretty clear cut, right? Breaker, fair value gap. I'm not gonna count this for a trade, but you take this trade, you want to put your stop closure above this breaker high here, about like a 9 points, 10 point stop, and we got a nice flip off of it. Why can't you trade both at the same time? There's two reasons for that. BNOX, in their terms conditions, now updated, they said they don't want you to trade another prop firm together. So they want to be an isolated server. Two is I have my top step with NinjaTrader, Rhythmic connection. My BNOX is also with Rhythmic connection. You can only have one Rhythmic connection on BNOX or on NinjaTrader. So even if I want to, I can't even trade both at the same time because I'm trading my top step, Apex, every other firm together. So how would BNOX know if you're trading with them together? You know, it would be very hard for them to know, but if they have a way through NinjaTrader to see if, like, what data feed you're using, for instance, I think that'd be a good way. Like, if you're using, when you connect to NinjaTrader, I guess if BNOX is the leader, like the first connection, it should be bypassed. It should be fine. But let's say you connect through Apex, you're getting through Apex data feed, and then you also trade through BNOX. Maybe that would flag it there. I don't know. But yeah, TradeSyncer would be a nice alternative. I'm pretty chill with BNOX right now. It just, they take a while for you to get trades in. For payouts. Well, here's the thing though. They explicitly said if you copy trade and they catch you, do you want to risk getting your accounts getting banned? I would not try that. I always follow whatever rules they set for any prop firm. If the prop firm says you can't trade anything Asia session, I'm not gonna trade it. If they said don't do a certain thing, you gotta do whatever they tell you. If you want to get paid, you don't give them any room to deny you. That's how I always see it. Because why would I want to get denied here? Okay, giveaway winner today is, I don't know how to say this name. It is with Phil. Phil, if you're out there, very clear, right? I don't think this could be any more clear. 15-minute change in delivery, 15-minute gap, respect for lower. With the 1 minute breaker, it was a bullish breaker at first. It failed already, so we already invalidated the bullish Peter Ray on the 1 minute. We then validated a breaker here with a fair value upside. It's a unicorn trade. I would have probably looked at something like this. We could do something like this and then go for the next low or even the next tiny low if you want to treat this as a scalp. That's how I took it as. But I'm not really being too greedy here. It's getting close to power hour, or it's already power hour. I'm surprised this trade actually came because I was waiting for this for a long time. Lumi's still in with trail stop, nice. Okay, whoever won, whoever the name was, what the heck was the name? Let me pull it back up. This person, make a ticket on our Discord. Hindsight trading is the best. That's funny because I took that trade on my account, so call it what you would. We already marked. Yeah, this marking has been there for the longest time too. Basically, I only took 3 trades so far. First trade was -3. Second trade was pretty good, like almost 10 points, more than 10 points. And then this will be the third one. How many of you guys in shorts right now? It's actually printing pretty hard. Oh baby, oh baby. Love to see it, love to see it. NQ is just falling off a cliff right now. How is tech doing? I just have this tech tab. Is the hourly chart, is one of them just slamming or something? I need to zoom in a little bit more. I guess, yeah, it is starting to turn for most tech right now. Like Google, Microsoft made a nice high here. We're starting to turn every main time frame here. Any news? I don't think we have any news at all today. I just purely price action. And if you can read the price action, you can actually make money out of it. Not much happening right now. Just selling off. Stick around for a little bit more. You know, that woke me up. I don't know if you guys were here for early this stream. The first 45 minutes, I was like dozing off. Price action was so slow. And now price action is picking up. We did a nice flip here. We caught a nice long. Flip back short. I was so close to dozing off on stream. I was yawning everywhere, and now I'm a little bit more awake just because price action is cooking now. It's actually giving deliveries. And look at that slam. Wow. Nice, Lumi. Lumi is holding for the big swing. Just slamming lower right now. Could you add a clock to your chart so we could... Is it not show? Here, I'll do it for a few seconds here. It should show, but I think this just gets in the way of the overlay. Look at the time. Chat, confirm how many seconds delay do we have on your side with my trade view chart versus your official chart, or your trade view chart even. What's the time difference here? Four seconds, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That's pretty good here. Anything more than like 15, 20 seconds would be kind of disgusting. But a few seconds, pretty good. You have to, if you have YouTube Premium, that's good already. If you don't have it, just do fast forward speed. It should help tremendously. First presented for value gap. I'm trying to flip here. Having a hard time. Having a really hard time here. Getting a reversal here. This is probably a good area for you guys to TP out already. Where can I get the background music? All I did, I swear to God, was I typed in no copyright lo-fi. No copyright lo-fi. This is what I did, and this is what showed. So if you want to look at it, this is it. 2022 relax #14. try and mix it up, because some people in chat was like, you know, let's play something else. I've been listening to this for 9 months now. I'm gonna get something else. Ugh. I need a song to play when we're in a trade and we're like, everyone's on it and we're trying to really push it. That'll be it. Pretty slow here. What do you guys think about this tweet I did earlier today? Or last night here? Hot take, props don't make you a trader, they force you to become one. Agree or disagree? Chat, is this, do you agree or disagree here? I feel like I can see both sides, but I'm leaning one side, which is the side that it makes you become a trader. It forces you, it doesn't make you, it literally forces you to become a trader. And the only, I feel like the only argument I hear is like, but wait, the consistency rule. You can't, you have to cut the winners, blah, blah. It's like, let's be real here. Can you just make more trades and average out? So if you just hit a big day, like 2K day, you just take and your average like $300-400, just take like 10 more days and then you'll average out. Sorry, it's not that crazy either. It's like very simple. It's fake money, so I just pull forward everything. It is fake money, but when you follow the rules, you hit all the criteria they give you. Isn't it real money? It's not fake when it comes to my bank. That's what I remember. That's like Peter Brent right there. That's a Peter Brent comment. He's like, it's all fake. It's all simulated. Trade the real markets. He's like, I'm still making money though. Someone said long here. I would not advise a trade here at all. I think the only clear thing was short off this breaker here. After that, you're not really seeing anything else. It literally, if I don't know if that's the right word to force it. I feel like it forces you to become a consistent trader. Is that the wording I did? It's like it doesn't make you a trader. It forces you to become one. That's like the same exact word that you said to be. But you know the reason I made that tweet last night, I was thinking like I'm trading very well right now. I'm looking at my stats. I was like looking at like my Robinhood, my cash account, my prop accounts. Like I've been consistent for like 6-9 months now, getting payout. The last few months has been mostly green, both not only on my like Apex and other accounts, but on my Robinhood too. Like we're doing base hits, growing up, and the account's at 500K plus now. And I'm like, why am I just being so consistent? And like I think about it, I think it's the prop firms. Like all these rules are so against you, where you have to really adapt to it. And if they're actually good habits too. Like you're not going for home runs. You have to risk manage properly. You go for base hits if you want to. Just basically everything you need to do. Like, don't trade news if they don't want you to do. Don't risk more than you lose. Don't DCA often. Like, everything is like good habits in a way. And then you fast forward, like you look at your stats, like, wow, I follow all these rules, and these are my stats. And I feel like I owe it to props. Partly to it, like it's like, you know, you're also disciplined because of your own good. You want to make money, but you're also being disciplined because the prop firm rules are there. And I feel like that's overlooked. Because without prop firms, I feel like I'll still be trading my cash count, and I'll be trading aggressively. And there's days I'm gonna be making like 20,000. There's gonna be days where I lose 20,000 as well, and I'll be like up and down, up and down. But like the best stats I've seen so far are just when it's just trending up slowly, not when it's going like a roller coaster. Rob hit a double. No, I added some more money. It's like up 100,000 right now. But it's a trade that I've kind of rarely take, you know. I don't really take that many trades on Robin. I was down a little bit too because I was swinging some trades long term, or like more like multi-week, and during the Trump tariffs, like I'm building my position, it just bloop 15% in 3 days. Like every stock, Apple, Nvidia, you name it, it's like it went down like 20%, 15% in a few days. So it's hard not to be down, but then I made it back. Is great for beginning intermediate trades. I think that's a good representation. Like maybe not good for experts or very experienced traders, but yeah, the majority of people, like let's say in the chat, in the Discord, the Twitter, majority of you guys are not expert level yet. So have the training wheels on. Be rewarded where you're following the rules of prop. And I'm a prop trader first. I'm with you guys, but at the same time, I'm with the prop firm too because they're treating me so well. Like we're making money out of them. They give you such a great opportunity. But I feel like both social media lately just been very negative, anti-prop firm rules and everything. They like prop firms, but they don't like the rules. They're always against it. But it's like just adapt, man. Funded next features, uncapped payouts. I need to get funded with them again, but they're legit. I'm confident they are. We have a connect with them too. Yeah, it's going slowly up. Is this a Venom? Shit, I have no idea what the Venom is. All I remember is a BPR. Would this be the Venom you're talking about? Because someone sent me a clip and it was like the Venom model is basically like BPR after taking out liquidity. Is this it? Like is this, or no, is it down here? I don't know. I always, when I hear Venom, I'm like, just look for the BPR. It's like, I kind of see it. Your opinion on Apex? I like Apex. They're very particular, though, about how you trade, so you gotta be mindful of it. If you can't follow the rules, don't trade Apex. If you can't handle trailing drawdown, don't trade Apex. But if you can, they pay the most out of every firm combined. I think we're gonna wrap this stream up here. Not much to do here, but I hope you guys enjoy the stream. We had a few trade ideas. I think 3 main trade ideas. We executed 2 of them on stream. One of them, I put it out there, but it was a little bit risky because it's power hour, but played out very nicely. Hopefully, you guys made some money for today's stream. We risk managed very cleanly. Every trade was like 3 to 4 points on ES, and our targets are typically like 8 to 10 points, like a little bit more than 2R, and we had a 2R winner and a 1R loss. So like we're still up positive net 1R, which is great. Fantastic stats. When's the Scott tri-stick? The smart model, baby. You got to represent, like, this is the smart model. You're being a smart trader. You buy from smart prop firm. You make smart payouts. The smart payouts is basically consistent trading to get whatever payouts you can. You're not going for home runs. You're not going for $1 million payout, but whatever you get, that's a smart payout. You live tomorrow. We live every day. Except yesterday. Yesterday I wasn't feeling price action. I'm not gonna abandon 2 in a row though. It's gonna be, if it's 5 days a week, no holidays, I might ditch 1 day, but every other day we're gonna get it. Anyways, that's what we do, baby, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.